Cancer, what's happening? What's cracking, lagging, and what's popping, baby? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with your January 15th through the 31st love tarot reading. I hope you guys are well. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Keep in mind this reading is general. If it resonates, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. Feel free to check out any other amazing tarot readers that we got here on YouTube, okay? These messages may resonate backwards or vice versa, so take them how they resonate if they apply to your particular situation. If you guys would like, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is all linked down below. And you guys can also check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. That is the first link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life. Excuse me, as I mentioned previously, I talked about in a couple of videos that I'm actually not here right now. So as you guys are watching this video, well, I've been here, but this is pre-recorded and scheduled. So as you guys are watching this video throughout January 1st to the 9th, I'm not going to be here. I'm actually going to be in Italy. So there will not be daily readings from December 31st all the way to January 9th, but when I do get back on January 9th, most likely on January 10th, I don't know what day that falls between, if it's a weekday or a weekend, most likely we'll get the dailies popping then. So the mid-months are coming early, but I didn't want to leave you guys with no content, so here is your mid-month for January 2019, okay? Nonetheless, let's see what's cracking, Cancer. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. Messages for Team Cancer, please. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and get one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through. Let's see what's cracking, lacking, baby. Cancer, energy between you and another person. You got a 9 of Wands, can be connecting with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. You have a Hangman card, a World card, and then a 4 of Wands. So you may be dealing with a Pisces, possibly a fixed sign, Aquarian, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or any sign for that matter. Based on what I'm currently seeing here, though, 9 of Wands to the Hangman card, there's something that you're stuck, but you're keeping it to yourself. It's like you're like held back in some sort of area of your life, but you're not wanting to talk about it. And this is number one, how depression gets created and started, Cancer. So make sure you are talking to somebody or releasing the energy you're holding on to, because from what I'm currently seeing here, 9 of Wands to a Hangman card, that is like you keeping yourself trapped in a bubble. All right, there's something going on in your life that's making you pretty unhappy and you're not talking about it. And with the World card there, it's almost like you're looking at everybody else's life and you're like, okay, everybody else is like living their best life. Everybody else seems, you know, super happy, super enthusiastic, but like you feel like you're on the outside looking in. So for some of you here, you feel like you're just so caught up in something that's making you unhappy, but you're not speaking up. And in order to break that cycle, you should speak up. Have someone to talk to. You know, find a relatable outsource or outlet or whatever it is that can help you express yourself. Don't keep yourself contained, okay? What's going on here? Clarify the World card. Okay, what do we got? Magician. Could be a Virgo you're dealing with. I definitely do feel that some of you Cancers here are... Oh, wow. I never noticed that in that card. Sorry, Cancer. But I definitely feel like some of you Cancers are in a place where it's hard to be away from someone. It's hard to be alone from someone because the Magician card can just show up and disappear whenever they want, right? You know how magicians are. I can make myself appear and then disappear, right? So I feel like whoever you're connecting with as this World card, someone has traveled away from you. Someone has disappeared from you. And it's very hard for you to find a doorway to happiness after they've left, right? There's a 4 of Wands there. So some of you guys are finding it very hard to, you know, find a good doorway after someone had walked away. And I feel like you're keeping all your emotions to yourself because, you know, maybe you don't want to look like a crybaby. You're like, I ain't no little bitch. I'm not trying to look like a little bitch, whatever. I feel like you're just going through some shit, and it's totally healthy to miss somebody. It's totally healthy when somebody walks out of your life to be upset because, you know, we have feelings. We care about people, okay? So let's take a look here, Cancer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'll take a look at their feelings, your feelings. We'll see where energies are aligning, and then the outcome for the second half of January, all right? Now, in regards to who you're connecting with, let's take a look here. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Oop, sorry, give me 1 second, guys. Let me pick up those cards. Okay, sorry about that, guys. In regards to who you're connecting with, let's take a look here. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 30th. How is the person Cancer is dealing with feel towards Cancer, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 30th. All right, let's take a look. So, 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. Person's got like a lot of on the fence kind of vibes. Six of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, then you have a Nine of Cups and a Fool card. So, based on the person you're currently dealing with, they can't tell their ass from their elbow, Cancer, okay? It's kind of the vibe that I'm picking up on. I feel like whoever it is you're dealing with, they can't tell their ass from their elbow. Like, you're connecting with a person who is very indecisive, and their indecisiveness is the downfall of everything they kind of experience in their life. Right off the bat, all I could say is you dodged a bullet, Cancer, because when you're connecting with somebody who's indecisive, they already don't know what they want, and if somebody doesn't know that they want you, then it's good that you didn't stick around. That may be heartbreaking to hear, but if somebody doesn't know what they want, then that means they definitely don't 100% want you. And if that's how it is, then you're better off dodging that bullet and finding somebody who really appreciates the beautiful fucking person you are. You know, you got a Queen of Pentacles here, Seven of Cups. This person's always had options, I feel. I'm not picking up on cheating energy, but I feel like this person's always had options. They could be a very beautiful person here with that Queen of Pentacles, right? This person could have always had options and a bunch of other places to go, but they were indecisive on those options too. Even when they chose you, they were indecisive, but they were just as indecisive as all the rest of the other options they could have had. And, you know, with the Six of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like whoever this is you're connecting with, they may have found a new relationship because the Four of Wands is here, right? Paired with an Ace of Pentacles. So whoever you're connecting with, Cancer, they could have found a new relationship, but that's nothing to be worried about. Because at the end of the day, if somebody's not 100% into you and 100% wants you, then you dodged a bullet, because you should be with somebody who wants 100% of you and wants you to give back that 100, right? You need to find that beautiful equal give and take relationship. So this might be one of those situations, Cancer, where you were in love with someone and they were just indecisive, and then they found someone that maybe they could commit to. They may have walked away from you and jumped into something new with someone. Maybe they felt like they weren't indecisive with a new person, so they chose that. But once again, blessing in disguise, you did dodge a bullet. And with that Nine of Cups paired to the Fool card, they could have met an Aries or something, or maybe they are an Aries. But with the Nine of Cups to the Fool card, you know, they felt happy that they were able to meet their new connection, because they felt happy they could find something they can decide on. They found something that they really resonated with. And I know you're like, wow, Aunt, that just threw me on the fucking back burner. But the truth of the situation is, Cancer, is that it's a good thing that they found who they need to be with, because now you have all the extra wiggle room for you to find who you want to be with, or who is supposed to be with you. You know, I think sometimes as a Cancerian myself, we can view these situations in such a pessimistic format. We can view these situations in such a bad way, where it's like, oh great, someone else gets to be happy, where's my happiness? Well, your happiness should come from yourself. It should come from yourself, from your heart. And you're like, well, my heart's broken. I understand, but you'll heal. You'll heal, because the wrong people will never stay, and the right people will. And also, there's a message that came through, Cancer. Some of you guys, the person you're supposed to be with is right in front of you. I don't know who that's for, but for some Cancers out there, the person you're supposed to be with is right in front of you and you don't even realize. So for some of you Cancers, that might be a really big, realization that comes to you. There might be a tower moment in the second half of January where you recognize, oh shit, the love of my life is standing right in front of me and I never even noticed. Okay? And basically what's happening, right now is if someone had just moved away from you, that is a key indicator that the universe is making room for the person that's next about to enter your life, that's about to jump into your path. So the universe is making some room for you, dude. So don't even fucking trip and don't even worry. The universe is making that room for that brand new person to appear and pop through real quick, okay? So yeah, I feel like whoever this is you're connecting with, they might have found someone. Maybe they found someone they can decide on, right? I mean, in regards to their current feelings here, they're still confused on how they felt for you, and I think that they knew that if they would have continued giving you attention, eventually they would get to the point where they ended up hurting you, right? I feel like who you're connecting with figured, they were like, if I keep giving Cancer this indecisive energy and I keep being indecisive with them and keeping their attention, I'm blocking them from finding the right one, and I'm being self-absorbed, and I'm the person who's, doing whatever I want, and I'm, keeping Cancer in a bubble. They recognize that, Cancer. They recognize that if they stuck around with you and they knew that they weren't 100% decided on you, they knew that they'd hurt you and keep you trapped in a cycle that you don't want to be in. And keep in mind, in the beginning of this reading, that was what was talked about, Hangman card here, Nine of Wands, feeling really hurt and stuck and upset over somebody that's walked away, but not wanting to express your feelings. It is healthy and okay to express your feelings. If you got to talk to a homegirl, talk to a homegirl. You got to talk to your homeboy, talk to our homeboy. You know, if you got to call up a therapist, call up a therapist. You know, talk to whoever you need to. Release these feelings and talk about it. But I want you to see that beautiful, beautiful statement that I made earlier. The universe is making room. That's why this person isn't in your life. The universe is making room right now for the person to come in. The right person that's supposed to give you their 100, that you really fucks with, the right kind of individual for you. That room is being made now for them to come in for you, baby. All right? So like I said earlier, I know sometimes as Cancerians, we can look at things in very pessimistic views. But let's be very optimistic, man. It's a brand new year. Things are going to be popping, baby. Things going to be popping. In regards to how Cancer feels towards the person they're dealing with, let's take a look. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st of 2020. How does Cancer feel towards the person they're dealing with, please? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. All right, Cancer, let's take a look. Nine of Pentacles. Cancer's like, I feel very single. I feel very single, okay? But we got a Queen of Swords here, and yes, this is where it comes. It's like Nine of Pentacles to the Queen of Swords. I feel very single, but do I like being single? Maybe you don't, but the Nine of Pentacles always isn't a terrible card either. The Nine of Pentacles can talk about, yeah, I may be single, but like I'm confident. I feel like you're going to gain your confidence back moving into the second half of January. And the reason why I say that is because the Hangman card to the Nine of Wands, you're going to break out of the cycle of feeling lost and feeling upset over this person. You're going to start seeing things from a more positive point of view. Because there is this branch of optimism that's coming in here. There's just this optimistic energy I felt ever since the beginning of the reading. So there is going to be an energy of optimism, Cancer, where you are going to realize, okay, maybe Ant's right. Maybe this happened for a reason. You know, most Cancers are soul believers that everything happens for a reason. So you're going to get into that flow like, okay, maybe something good will come of this. So, Nine of Pentacles, I think you'll get your groove back. I think you'll get your confidence back. And with the Queen of Swords too, I think you're going to be able to cut this out. Because with the High Priestess card here, even though on an emotional level, this person did break your heart, on a gut feeling, intuitive level, you realize it wouldn't have worked. Especially due to their indecisiveness. You realize, well, yeah, it maybe wouldn't have worked considering this person really didn't give me their 1,000. I can tell that their love was for someone else. And as hard as that is to admit to yourself, you could tell that that person's love was for someone else, okay? In regards to how you feel towards them moving forward, throughout January 15th through the 31st, excuse me. Hello, Wheel of Fortune, good, Cancer, very good. Ten of Wands. Chariot card here, very good. And the Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, awesome. And the Page of Pentacles, thank you. That branch of optimism is happening, baby. So, in regards to how you feel towards them, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to let them go, but you will. You will. You feel like you can let them go. You know, you're starting to feel at ease during the second half of January. You know, this breakup that took place that we're talking about could have happened a couple months ago, could have happened last month, could have happened a year ago. Who knows, right? We all move on at different times. There is no timestamp on healing. But with the Wheel of Fortune to the Ten of Wands, you may feel like, you know, it's January. You know, it's January. I'm feeling like I can do this. I'm feeling like I'm losing feelings. I'm feeling like I'm letting it go. So you are. And with the Chariot card, you're moving forward this month. And with the Seven of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands, one of the best things here is that you're no longer waiting for some spark to change. You know, some of you guys may have been waiting for, well, maybe one day we'll reconcile. Maybe one day we'll be together. But all that waiting was doing was delaying your blessing of the right person to come in. You should never wait on anybody. That's a life tip. Never wait on somebody who's not waiting on you. Because one or two things will happen when you move on. Either that person will realize they're wrong and make an entrance or a reappearance back into your life, or someone even better will come your way. So that's why it's always very important there. Never wait on anybody who's not waiting on you, okay? And over here we have a Page of Pentacles, which is beautiful, because that's that optimism I was talking about. You're like, you know what? They're not for me. Their love was meant for someone else, and I'm not going to let that affect me to the point where I close my heart off to anyone. I'm going to keep my heart here. So it's not like you're being super vulnerable, wearing your heart on your sleeve, Cancer, but you're still being open to the option of love because you know deep down inside on an intuitive level, this person's love wasn't for me, it was for someone else, which must mean someone else's love is meant for me, right? Absolutely. So there we go, Cancer. That's a good way to look at things. And I'm happy you're going to start seeing it this way during January. In regards to where energies are aligning between you and this person, let's take a look. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st, where energies aligning between Cancer and the person they are dealing with. Let's take a look. We got a 4 Swords, we got a 3 of Swords, we got an Emperor card, good. We got a 3 of Wands, we got a Page of Cups, and then as for that, we have a Hierophant. Nice, 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 nice! 4 Swords to the 3 of Swords, and the Emperor card. Fuck it, we'll group them together. You are moving away from heartbreak and you're meditating through it. You're recognizing that heartbreak isn't always the most evil thing in the world. Heartbreak really shows you that, hey, maybe this isn't the right person. Heartbreak can be an indicator of that. And with the Emperor card here, you're getting on top of your heartbreak. You're managing your emotions in a very healthy way. And instead of allowing yourself to get trapped in a cycle of sadness, not talking to anyone and keeping it all to yourself, you're releasing that, okay? So I do feel like you'll be explaining your feelings. Vibe with people. Vent to friends, okay? Vent to friends, Cancer. Sometimes you guys are literally nothing but sponges. Everyone comes to vent to the Cancer, but the Cancer doesn't vent to anybody. Fuck that. Vent to your friends. Let them know how you feel. Even if they don't give a shit, get it off your chest, okay? But either way, with the Emperor card here to the 3 of Swords and 4 of Swords, you are managing your pain during this month and getting everything on the grips, okay? And with that 3 of Wands here to the Page of Cups, it's not that you're waiting for a new partner to come in. Please don't wait. Let it happen. Love always comes when you're not looking for it. But with the 3 of Wands here paired with the Page of Cups, you're going to be ready at all times. I think you're already there. I think that in the month of January, it's like whenever love may come, I'm here. I'm ready. So universe, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? You throw it up in the air, man. Let go, let God. Universe, do your thing, baby. I'm ready. I got room made for a little bit of loving. And with that Hierophant card, what did you learn from this experience? Because it was a learning experience. Well, I think a great lesson that you took out of this is that, yes, granted, you may not always be with the right person. It doesn't mean that, for example, how do I word this? You may think you're with the right person, but you may not be, And sometimes you think you'll be with a person forever, and maybe you're not. And I think that it's best to know and understand that no matter who you think you'll end up with, you'll never really know till you're there, till you're there. So always expect, not necessarily the unexpected, but sit down and enjoy the relationships you're in. And if they end up ending, realize that that was meant to happen for a reason. Sometimes we get way too far ahead of ourselves. I'm not telling you to make you scared or make you fear relationships. I'm not telling you this in the sense of, oh, you should be scared to be married or scared to engage someone or scared to have a long-term commitment. You shouldn't be afraid of that. Sometimes you're meant to be with somebody for a couple years and things change and people change. But always realize that anytime someone is taken out of your path, it is for the benefit that somebody new will be replaced there, and to help guide you moving forward, as well as bring you happiness, joy, and beautiful energy, beautiful vibes, okay? Either way, as for the overall outcome, there was the Star card at the bottom of the deck here. See? The universe is at work, baby! I told you. The stars are aligning for you right now, Cancer. Gotta take a step back. As for the overall outcome between you and the person you were dealing with, let's take a look. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. Hold on, guys. As for the overall outcome between Cancer and the person they're dealing with, please, throughout January 15th through the 31st. Let's take a look. We got 8 of Pentacles, we got a King of Wands, a Knight of Pentacles, and then a Tower card. Fantastic. Things are shaking up, baby. 555. We gonna see it. If you're seeing 555, note and acknowledge major changes are occurring in your life. So, with the 8 of Pentacles to the King of Wands, as for the outcome between you two, they will continue doing whatever it is they're doing. Like I said, I don't feel like the person you're dealing with is indecisive. I feel like they're going to find the love they need. So I think the person you're dealing with is on that path. They're on a good path of finding the love they need. But they're going to continue doing them, right? And with the 8 of Pentacles here, I feel like you're going to continue lightening up on everything that happened. You're going to continue your healing phase. And with the Knight of Pentacles here, you're going to be patient for when love comes. And I think it's important to have patience in life, because the more patient you are, the more things will acquire. When you consistently want something, you resist it and push it away from you. So when you just live life, do your thing, note and acknowledge that it will come when it comes, it will. But what I think is great about this outcome is that the Tower card's here. That massive realization's here. And what that massive realization is that, shit, I've been chasing somebody the whole entire time who didn't even know if they wanted me. I think that's one of the main lessons you had to learn too, Cancer, because you were connecting with a person that was so indecisive, a person that couldn't tell their ass from their elbow what it is they wanted. And if they were that indecisive about you, then it kind of points you in the direction of, shit, was I really in love with that person? Was this really meant for me? And when all these realizations massively come together and the tower starts striking down, you just come to this huge realization of, shit, things are changing and things are changing in a good way. I needed to realize this wasn't the person for me, because the person that is going to come into my life will be so much better than the situation. And this also, what I love about seeing that star card at the bottom of the deck is that the stars are aligning for you right now. The universe is at work. So things are really working in your favor, okay? I like that a lot, man. As for Cancer's best advice, please, throughout January 15th through the 31st, let's take a look. What is Cancer's advice, please? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st of 2020. Let's take a look, baby. We got an 8 of Swords reversed. We have a Justice card. Nice. We got a Judgment card, a 3 of Pentacles, and then a 2 of Swords. Absolutely. So, with the Justice card to the 8 of Swords in reverse, do not overthink anything in life. Sometimes there are no mistakes. Have you ever heard that saying, sometimes there's no mistakes in the universe? Everything is a blessing in disguise. Moving forward in life, Cancer, anytime something bad manifests or occurs in your life, see it as a blessing in disguise. It was meant to happen, and make room for something more special. Take that advice with you and take that mentality with you. You'll really see it. You really will. And with the Justice card here, bring that balance into your life with that type of mentality. Now you have a Judgment card over here too, a 3 of Pentacles. You know, be forgiving sometimes, Cancer, because I know this person over here may have hurt you, but be forgiving that they didn't know what they wanted. You know, they were just going with the flow, and they recognize that you weren't a part of their ebb and flow. So if you have any sort of resentment towards this connection or resentment towards anybody in general, try to bring a lot of forgiveness into your heart and work on those types of things, okay? If any of you guys have any resentment left over towards certain types of people. And then with the 2 of Swords here, you know, come into a space where sometimes you don't always have to decide your path. Sometimes all you have to do is let go to allow your path to come to you. I think that's pretty fantastic. I know a lot of people are like, man, what do you mean let go? What does let go mean? Let go means stop trying to control everything in your life to work out the way you want it to. Because when you let go, it ends up working out the way that is most perfect to you. So I think that with that 2 of Swords there, sometimes to gain everything you want, all you got to do is nothing. All you got to do is let go. Okay? Either way, Cancer, pretty fantastic reading. I'm excited to see what you're making room for. Does seem like a soulmate is coming soon. It does seem like the stars are aligning. So that's very exciting for you. And I can't wait for that to happen for you. Okay? I'm very happy for you guys in general. So nonetheless, Cancer, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. Take care. Have a fantastic, awesome, and amazing rest of your January. And I will catch you guys in February 2020. All right? Peace.